This is W8HRF. Hopefully I'm making it through okay. Looks like I am. Excellent. We have the Beacon Net pre-show starting in about a minute and 10 seconds. So far on the list I have WB4AIZ Chuck, W3ETB Eddie. Heard you, Eddie. Sounds like you got your Echolink stuff figured out. And looks like Tom, K8MNT, just popped into the blue screen. Got you on the list, Tom. And we put Mr. Ray in his customary number 10 slot, K5CFY. We'll see if he's here. Got about 40 seconds, and we will start the pre-show. So please stand by and wait for the announcer, and we'll get this show on the road. This is W8HRF standing by for the net.
W8WKY.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. Welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show. The Beacon Net is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsa time. This is the pre-show. I'm here to take check-ins along with in-and-outs. I line them up, and at the top of the hour, Dustin, KD8EPC, will knock them down. This is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your pre-net control operator tonight is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF. My personal is Josh. Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel, a.k.a. Mr. Lucy. That's my wife. I'm going to let this drop for a minute. As is tradition, we're going to talk to the BeaconNet control team first before we get the party started. Nick calls it the Mickey Mouse roll call, and then we'll go take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then we'll work the list to see who's sticking around and who's just getting their parking ticket validated. So, with that being said, let's see. Dustin, KD8EPC, how are you doing tonight? And let's see how your radio's sounding. Over to you.
W8HRF and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. Well, good evening to you, Josh. Hopefully I'm sounding all right. It's been pretty windy today, but I think the antenna's still upright and not leaning. So there you go. With that, I'll be ready for the net. I better grab a glass of water and maybe run down the hall. So with that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control.
All right, fine business, sir. Your radio sounds fine, and yeah, I've been looking at my HF antenna. I looked at it when I got home, and I was like, I hope I have it secured down enough. Anyways, we'll talk to you at the top of the hour, Dustin, and yeah, like I said, you're sounding good. So we're going to clear with KD8EPC. Brings us down to just Nick, KD8SLG. How are you doing, Nick? You have no responsibilities whatsoever. Hopefully you're feeling well, and will you be sticking around for the whole show? I see his node connected, but he might be away at the moment. Let's give him one more call. KD8SLG, just Nick. Are you out there? All right, never fear. He may show up later. We will see. Let's go down to Nick at night, K8QKO. Nick, you have no responsibilities whatsoever. Hopefully you're doing well. And will you be sticking around for the big show?
Hello, sir. I don't know. I'll stick around for a little bit. I'll probably answer the trivia in the blue screen. I doubt I'll be around when Lucy gets the call on me, but that's okay because my eyes are getting tired. So that's how it goes. Anyway, with that, sir, I'll pass it back to you. K8QKO.
K8QKO, W8HRF. All right, well, we will keep an eye out for you in the blue screen if you've got answers, and if your eyelids start to drop, just let me know, and maybe we'll scoot you in a little early. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Dustin wants to do here. Anyways, good to hear you, Nick, and we'll catch you later. K8QKO, W8HRF. Lucy's upstairs. I don't know if she's by a radio. We'll come back to her last. K8VZA, Eric, you have no responsibilities whatsoever. How are you doing? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8HRF, K8VZA here. Doing well, Josh. Hope you are too. Good to hear you tonight. No, I'm going to have to get my parking validated. I cannot keep my eyes open, and it's barely past 9:30, so I'm going to cash it in. But thanks for running the pre-show tonight, and have a good night. 73, K8VZA. Back to preamp control.
All right, Eric, we got you in and out. Sleep well, and yeah, hopefully that does some good there for you. You sound tired. We'll catch you later. Okay, we'll see if Miss Lucy's here. She's not in the room yet. We'll give her a call. Maybe she's on the Allstar Node. K8YUK, W8HRF. You out there, Miss Lucy? All right. Nothing there. She's upstairs. Never feel. She'll be down here. She's got alternate trivia tonight. Okay. That's the end of the Mickey Mouse roll call. I'll read off who we have so far on the list. WB4AIZ Chuck in Florida. W3ETV Eddie out in Annapolis, Maryland. KA8MNT Tom in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Tom. K5CFY Ray. N5LKR Ken. KJ5FLL Brad, I believe in and out. Yep, according to the blue screen. Thanks for stopping by, Brad. We appreciate it. ABMO Andy. And KJ5KDD. It looks like Dave, but it's not resolving for me. So we'll check on that when we get down to him. But anyways, that's who I have. I'd like to remind everybody that this is a linked system, so please key up for a few seconds before you start talking, and then hang on for a second after you finish. We want to hear everything that you've got to say. We're going to do 2 rounds of check-ins, and then we're going to work the list to see who's sticking around for trivia and who's not. And Dustin will take over at 10 o'clock.
This is Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8 LYJ, Bob in Barberton.
Is November 5 Sierra Golf Juliet, N5SGJ, Dawn in Waco, Texas.
Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Delta Whiskey, KA0, KDW Brad. Unfortunately, near the bottom of the list.
This is Kilo Bravo 4, Delta Oscar, KB4ATO, Robert in Somerville, South Carolina.
All right, let me pick it up there. We picked up KA8LYJ Bob, N5SGJ Don, KA0KDW Brad, and there was a KB4 something Oscar station. Could you come back with your call sign KB4 station again? I missed it. Go ahead.
Bravo 4, Hotel Victor Oscar, KB4, HVO, Robert, Summerville, South Carolina.
W8WK.
All right, there we go. We got KB4HVO Robert in Summerville, South Carolina. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. Last time you gave the call, for some reason there was a little packet loss every time you said your suffix, but we got you that time. And I also picked up NU5D Steve off of the blue screen. Let's do one more round of check-ins if you'd like to check into the pre-show. The big show, the really big shoe. Please call now. All right.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
A couple minutes ago. Let's see if you're there. WB4AIZ, W8HRF. All right. Chuck's normally in and out. I must have missed him. 7-3 Chuck, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, brings us down to Eddie, W3ETB. How's it going, Eddie? You going to be sticking around for trivia?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be sticking around when I hear those trivia questions and get my answers. I'll turn it back to you so you can go ahead and get some more check-ins. W3ETB, back to them.
W4AIZ. I checked in, but I didn't check out.
Well, there you are, Chuck. All right. I got you on the list, Eddie. Let's go back to Chuck. WB4AIZ, W8HRF. What do you have for the net, Chuck? And are you sticking around for trivia at the top of the hour? You're pretty close to the top of the list. You are the top of the list.
W4AIZ. That's why I noticed that, and I thought, hey, if I'm top of the list, I might as well make it fairly quickly. Anyways, when you're number one, you don't try any harder. I just had some rain come through. Rained hard for just a little bit. But it's all past us. I get a little cooler, but not much. We've been in the 70s for highs. Yay. 50s, I think, for lows. Thereabouts. Anyways, hope everybody had a good Fat Tuesday, a good Ash Wednesday. And straightforward clocks, I think, this weekend. So, I know. Anyways, just wanted to be different tonight. WB4AIZ.
WB4AIZ, W8HRF. All right, Chuck. Yeah, we had a pretty good Fat Tuesday yesterday and Ash Wednesday today. Work was pretty productive. Let's see. By the way, I picked up K6KJV. Apparently we doubled earlier. Yeah, looks like we had an all-star dropout, but hopefully we're coming through okay now. But anyways, we got you on the list, Chuck. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear if you said that you were going to be in and out, or if you were going to try to stick around for trivia at 10 o'clock. Were you going to stick around? I'm sorry.
Negative. Ask you no questions, I'll tell you no. Anyways. No, I'm not going to stick around. But I figure I was close to the prop, so I thought I'd be quick. Anyways, that'll be for you as I...
All right, Chuck. Well, thank you for stopping by, and you have yourself a good night. Sounds like the weather in Florida is pretty nice. I think you said a little bit of rain, though. We got a little bit of rain today, too. So, anyways, we'll say 7-3. Brings us down to K5 CFY. Mr. Ray. How's it going, Mr. Ray? And will you be sticking around for trivia?
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, K5 CFY. Good evening, Mr. Josh. Good to hear you in there. Yes, I'll definitely be hanging around. Thanks for doing the pre-show there. You do a wonderful job, as you do on the second hour on every other Saturday of the Border Breaker Net. We definitely appreciate it. Josh, have a good one, and we'll clear with you and let you get on down the list, K5 CFY.
K5 CFY, W8HRF. Well, it is a pleasure, Mr. Ray, and it's good to hear you. Dustin will give you a call at the top of the hour. And for those who don't know, Mr. Ray is one of the wonderful net control operators for the N5X2K Memorial Board and Breaker Net, which meets on Allstar Node 49562 or Echolink N5XQK-R every day at noon Central Time. Runs for 2 hours, changes net controls at the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks. So, thanks for stopping by, Mr. Ray. We got you on the list, and Dustin will give you a call. We're going to clear with K5 CFY. Brings us down to N5LKR Ken out in Texas. I think Moody, Texas. How's it going, Ken? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, whichever one you want to call it. I'm doing good. I'm down here in Texas. Everything's looking good on my end. But no, I won't be sticking around for the big show. I'm fixing to call it an evening. So y'all have a good evening out there and everything else. 7-3s to all, and I'll send it back to you. N5LKR.
N5LKR, W8HRF. All right, Ken, well, thank you for stopping by. We got you checked in and out, and you have yourself a good Wednesday evening here, and we'll say 7-3. Okay, that brings us down to, let me re-identify. This is the BeaconNet pre-show. We're going through our list of pre-checks, seeing who's sticking around for trivia at the top of the hour and who's just in and out. And we're down to Andy, AB8MO, out in Burton. How's it going, Andy? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8HRF, this is AB8MO. Well, I'm doing okay. I got a little heartburn from the sandwich I ate at Papos. Hey, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? I went with my parents today. We were actually all out in Twinsburg, and they're like, hey, we got this restaurant that Josh introduced you to, Rin Aurora, and it's right on the way back home. So we stopped, and, well, I had a good meal. My mom had a jalapeno in her French onion soup, which is a little different. I've never had jalapenos in my soup either, but it was good. I'll stick around, and I'll shut up, and let it get back to people who get paid a whole lot more than I do, and that would be W8HRF. This is AB8MO.
Well, you know, Andy, the BeaconNet pays well. There's a lot of zeros on the end of my paycheck. I think there's only zeros on the paycheck, but... All right. Well, it sounds like you had a pretty good time at Papoose, minus the heartburn and the jalapeno. But anyways, we'll say 7. Well, we'll say 7-3. We got you on the list, and Dustin will give you a call at the top of the hour here. That brings us down to, I think it's maybe he's not here. We'll see. Oh yeah, KJ5KKD. Looks like Dave out, maybe Texas. How's it going, Dave, and will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8WKY.
All right, nothing heard. We're going to move on down to KA8LYJ. Bob, how's it going, Bob? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8HRF, this is KA8LYJ. How's it going tonight, Josh? Yeah, I'll be sticking around. And, you can joke all you want about your pay, but you get 3 times what I get, so, it is what it is. Hi. This is KA8LYJ, turning it back to the net.
All right, roger that, Bob. We got you on the list, and Dustin will give you a call at the top of the hour. Looking forward to it. Gotta remember to make sure to have my trivia pulled up. Anyways, all right, going to clear with Bob. That brings us down to Don, N5SGJ, out in Texas, out in Waco, Texas. How's it going, Don? And will you be sticking around for trivia?
Well, hello, Josh, and the rest of the net. As usual, if I end up passing out before then, I'll just put my answer in the blue screen. But I'll probably be here for the Cornwaldos. I don't know if I'll be here long enough for all the beans. But I'll try. Back to you, N5S.
All right, we'll put you down for the Cornwaldos, but maybe not all the beans. We'll have Dustin give you a call, and if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. That's okay. We'll clear with N5SGJ, brings us down to Brad, KA0KDW. How's it going out in Missouri, Brad?
Hey, it's not going too bad. Let me move that so I'm not getting a ton of echo there. Having to use my phone to talk tonight, well, mainly to listen. My internet here is not very good for the last month at this time of the evening. And the internet of my repeater is down. So, using a repeater phone to chat tonight, and I will be sticking around. I guess with all the IOs, maybe I'll be in a little quicker than I hoped. KA0KDW, back to the net.
KA0KDW, W8HRF. All right, Brad, got you on the list, and let's see, slightly distracted by the blue screen. Looks like KJ5KKD, Dave, is a new ham. Just got a text today, so that's awesome. Congratulations, Dave. Looks like maybe he couldn't get into the repeater, though. But we'll put you on the list there so that we got you on the log as check-in number 22 here. Let me let this break for a second. All right. So with that, brings us down to KB4HVO, Robert, out in Somerville. How's your Wednesday evening going, Robert? And will you be sticking around for trivia?
Hey, this is KB4HVO. Yes, I think I will stick around for the trivia. It's been kind of a blustery day over here in South Carolina today. We had that row of storms that came through from Georgia up towards Virginia, Delaware. That was kind of short-lived. It came in around 9 o'clock this morning, and by 1 o'clock it was sunshine again. But we did have some pretty hard rain, but I think it brought in a cold front with it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's been some wacky weather, that's for sure. We were up to 65 degrees here today, and then we're supposed to get snow at midnight, so crazy. Anyways, maybe I missed it. Were you going to stick around until the top of the hour here when trivia gets read and participate in trivia there, Robert?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and participate if it's okay, and I'll stay here. And I'll probably stay till 5 o'clock as well.
All right, roger that. We got you on the list, and Dustin will give you a call here in a little bit. We've only got about 6 more minutes until he takes over and we get the trivia read. So, fine business. We'll say 7-3 to you for now, and let's move on down to Steve. NU5D picked you up off of the blue screen. Steve, hope you're doing well. Thanks for linking us up with Texas. You stick around for trivia, or are you just going to get your parking ticket validated? Over to you.
Well, good evening, Dustin, and the rest of the net. Great to hear everybody on. A special big welcome to our friend Dave with a brand spanking new license and 19 miles out. Things will get better. Hang in there. Oh, everything is good in Texas. We did have a little bit of wind, and I am a brand new daddy. We got a brand new baby born this afternoon, a little white-faced baldy calf, looking good. So the herd grows. 7-3, great net. I'll be here for trivia. NU5D.
All right. Well, congrats there, Steve. That's fine business. And we got you on the list for sticking around for trivia. So we'll say 7-3 for now, and Dustin will give you a call in a little bit. All right. Going to clear with NU5D. Brings us down to K6, KJV, Rev Kev. I am sorry I stomped on you earlier, Rev Kev. Hope you're doing well, and will you be sticking around for trivia? May I take the liberty and put down your trivia answers now? Over to you.
Well, hello to you, Josh, and everybody else on the net, the crew, the youngins, and anybody else I forgot. And this is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and no problem with walking all over me. I'm used to it. So, yes, you can go ahead and put me down for double D's, Delta and Delta, because no matter what the answer truly is, you can never go wrong with the Cornwaldo bean. And I'm going to try to stick around. I'm getting ready to eat dinner, and I just might nod off before the end, but I will be listening. So you can go ahead and call me, and if I don't answer, that's because I'll be asleep. So with that, God bless 73, and back to you from K6KJV.
K6KJV, W8HRF. All right, Rev Kev, Dustin will give you a call. We got your answers down for double D already. And if you're there, you're there. You're not. That's okay. You have a fine evening, and 7-3. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Let me re-identify this real quick. This is W8HRF, Josh here in Akron. Going through the list of pre-check-ins for the BeaconNet, which will start here in about 3 minutes. We'll get trivia read, and we'll run through our list, and we'll start at the top of the hour here. Got 3 more stations here, and I think we're just going to let Dustin do a call for check-ins at the top of the hour. It looks like we're going to end on time here. Let's see. That brings us down to Mark, KC8FQV. How's it going, Mark? And will you be sticking around for trivia?
Oh, yeah. I'll be sticking around KCFQV. I forgot about this being Wednesday, but do all the things I got to do. So, but, yep, I'm going to be around. So, KCFQV, back to net. Oh, and don't forget, Sunday, NordsNet over there in Elyria, right next to the turnpike. So anyone on the radio listening, you're traveling through town, you may stop at Route 57, KCFQV, back to net.
W8WKY.
KC8FQV, W8HRF. All right, Mark, we got you sticking around, and thanks for the reminder about the Nor's Ham Fest out there in Elyria this upcoming Sunday. It's at my old stomping grounds over there at Lorraine County Community College, if memory serves. So, yeah, stop by. Maybe they got some hidden gems if you want to get a couple of spare dollars itching to be spent on some ham radio gear. So, all right, we're going to clear with Mark. Brings us down to Uncle Fred, K8QFT. How's it going, Fred? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
Yeah, I will be at least here to hear the question and probably answer them. That's it for now. Thanks, Josh. Back to Freenet.
K8QFT, W8HRF. All right, Fred, we got you down and sticking around, and appreciate you checking in. So we'll say 7-3 for now. And we called KJ5KKD a few minutes ago, but hey, maybe he had a chance to fiddle around or change location. Maybe he'll be able to hit the repeater this time. Let's give him a call real quick. I got a couple of seconds left over. KJ5KKD, Dave, are you able to make it into the repeater, and will you be sticking around for the big show? All right, nothing heard. I picked up one more off the blue screen here. November 8 Alpha Zulu Echo, Joseph in Cleveland, N8AZE. Picked you up off the blue screen. Will you be, are you here, and will you be sticking around for the big show here in, starting in just a couple seconds?
No, we're going to be one and gone.
All right, roger that. Well, thanks for stopping by on the blue screen and keying up and saying hi. We appreciate it. We'll say 7-3 and hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Going to clear with N8AZE. That's the bottom of the list for me. Dustin's going to go ahead. I'm going to hand it over to Dustin. He'll do a round of check-ins here. Hey, I'm only a minute over. That's awesome. KD8EPC. This is W8HRF. Light up the nighttime airwaves, Dustin. Over to you.
All right, thanks, Josh. And just so you know, every minute you're late, I take off an extra zero from your paycheck. Hi. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 at Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. We ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transmit so we can hear everything you have to say, and make sure you let everything drop, too. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Echo 8, Bravo, Hotel Quebec, KE8, Benjamin, Mobile.
All right, we got Ben in the mobile, KEBHQ. Good to hear you, Ben. We'll get right back to you. Before we go to talk to Ben, though, let's go up and get our trivia, and let's start with W8HRF, our master of pre-shows and main trivia tonight. What do you have for us?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. All right, tonight's main trivia question is, before SOS became the standard distress call, what letters did the Marconi Company use as a distress signal starting in 1904. Your options are Alpha, CQD, Bravo, NC, as in November Charlie. Option Charlie is QRX, or Delta, your XX. Let me let this drop and reread. Before SOS became the standard distress call, what letters did the Marconi Company use? They started using as a distress signal in 1904. Your options are Alpha, CQD, so that's CQ Delta. Option Bravo is NC, or November Charlie. I guess I should use numbers. Your third option is QRX, or Quebec Romeo X-ray. And your fourth option is just X-ray, X-ray, XX. I'll get this posted in the blue screen. KD80PC, W8HRF, back to you.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh, for doing the main trivia and the pre-show there. We really appreciate it. Let's go get our alternate trivia now from K8YUK, Miss Lucy. Good evening.
KD8EPC, K8YUK. Got a bit of a frog in my throat, so please pardon if I have to drop the mic and clear it. All trivia tonight. During Ash Wednesday, which is today, many Christians attend a service of some kind to get a cross of ash on their forehead. What historical practice does that not mimic? This is one of those not questions. A, the donning of sackcloth and ashes for mourning. B, the use of ashes during last rites for a dying person. C, the sprinkling of ashes on the head of a person with a public penance after confession. Or D, the use of ashes from sacrificial altar fires to mark holy objects or people. Again, alternate trivia. During Ash Wednesday, many Christians attend a service of some kind to get a cross of ash on their forehead. What historical practice does that not mimic? A, the donning of sackcloth and ashes for mourning, as in mourning the dead, not good morning. B, the use of ashes during last rites for a dying person. C, the sprinkling of ashes on the head of a person with a public penance after confession. Or D, the use of ashes from sacrificial altar fires to mark holy objects or people. That is all trivia. I'll post it in the blue screen, and I won't include the answer this time. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. And we're going to think about both those. And in the meantime, let's go down and catch our mobile station, K8BHQ. Good evening, Ben. How you doing? What are your answers to the trivia, and how was your day?
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ. I'm doing pretty good, Dustin. Finally glad to be in a nice warm truck heading home after freezing all day out in this windy weather. But pretty good now. So for trivia, I'm going to go and take a guess at Delta and Delta. That's about all I've got, so I'm going to give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
All right there, Ben. Will you stay warm in that truck, mobile safely? We got you down for double D's this evening, and we'll catch you on down the logs. We're going to say 73 to you, and I think that was our only mobile station, so let's go back to the top here. W3ETV, Eddie, for the second time today. How are you?
Yeah, Dustin, it's tough being up here and being the first one on the list. Basically, with Chuck, signing off, it doesn't give me a whole lot of time to think about the questions. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try my best to give the answer that I can. And as far as the main question, I know Lucy had said one time not to try to elaborate, on why we're picking the answers, but they're both very good questions, and it's tough not to think about what it might be. So, but anyway, I'm going to sort of mimic what the other person just said, go with Delta and Delta. And I will say that on the main trivia question, to me, I would think that, they would probably want to have the letters as short as possible. SOS is, I think, a good reason why they probably went with SOS, considering answer E. So, anyway, I'm not saying the E was correct, but I'm going to go with D and D for me. And, by the way, Dustin, I did get the wheel back on the model car. Those were really cars that when my daughter was actually young, me and her, we used to go to a local art shop, and they had these, metal cars, that were made out of metal, and so she had collected quite a collection of them. And then, of course, as she got older, what I did is I boxed them and put them in the closet. So about a week or so ago, I was rummaging around the closet trying to find something that I couldn't find, and I did find the cars. So I brought them out and showed them to the granddaughters and told them, I said, these were your mommies. And, of course, my daughter, Mary, she said, oh, my goodness. She said, where have you hidden those things? I said, well, they were in the closet all that time. Anyway, actually, the youngest granddaughter, who I call her Little Godzilla, actually probably broke the wheel off of one of them, and I had to try to figure out how to get it on. So I did get it on today, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to give her the car back to play with until she gets older. Back to you, Dustin. W3TV, back to net.
All right there, Eddie. We got you down for double D's, and I'm glad you got the wheel back on the car there. I was wondering about that, so I'm glad you remembered to tell me there. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me over to Mr. Ray now, K5CFY. Good evening, Ray. How are you?
WD8 EPC, K5FY. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dustin, for doing the net today. Thank Mr. Josh there for doing the pre-net and doing the net logger. Looks like both doing a wonderful job as usual. I'd like to thank the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association for putting on the beacon net and also the barometer net every morning except for Sunday morning on the W8WKY repeater, the 147.390 positive offset by the 114.8 PL tone, and the Allstar Node of 48496, and Echolink is W8WKY-R. I couldn't get my day started off without the barometer net every ungodly hour of, 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock, I think, your time, but anyway, thanks for putting on the beacon net. I definitely enjoy it. The trivia is wonderful. By the way, my answers are going to be Alpha and Charlie. Back to you there, Dustin. 73, my friend. Take care. K5CFY.
Well, good evening to you there, Ray. Again, good to hear you out there. We got you out for Alpha and Charlie. And I'll tell you what, we ought to record you and have you be the repeater ID and tell everybody our info there. But we really appreciate you. And I'll tell you what, 6 a.m. is really early. Your time to be up and joining the barometer net. But I know they get a kick out of you being there every morning. And old Fred enjoys his walks in the park. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great day. And we'll catch you on down the log. All right, let's go over to the land of snow and maple syrup now and talk to AB8O, my good friend Andy. How you doing?
Well, I guess I'm doing better now than I was earlier today. Hi, Dustin. This is AB8O coming to you live on the W8OKE repeater up here in Newberry, Ohio. So, anyhow, hi, the bags are up, or buckets, or lines, whatever they're using to get some of that maple sap out of the trees, because it's flowing now. Snow is almost gone. I haven't had a bare driveway since December. So, I'm glad Oh, God, it took a long time, but it's mushy. Gravel driveway, and with all that snow and ice that melted, finally just melted, I think by yesterday, finally it melted completely. But it's a bushy driveway. So, let's see here. My answers, well, I was going to go CQD, that would be Alpha, but I kind of like Nick's answer better, even though he didn't choose it. So I'm going to go E Echo for, oh my gosh, we're sinking. Got to go with that one. And for Lucy's, I don't know. C is the only thing I could come up with. So I got to go E and C. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. So let's see. Josh, if you wouldn't mind, give me a call after the net. I just wanted to ask you a question. And the cat says hello, by the way. Sorry, didn't acknowledge the little cat. So she wants to check into the net as well. Back to you there, Dustin, KD80PC. This is AP8MO.
All right, there, Andy, we got you on for E and C, and we'll say hello to Lily the cat there, too. Great to hear you, my friend, and sorry we couldn't meet earlier. So we'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me on over to Bob now, KLYJ. How you doing, Bob?
This W8HRF, this is KA8LYJ. Hey, what is the call sign for Andy's cat? I want to know the call sign. That cat needs to go on the log, at least by proxy. Anyhow, things are fine here in Barberton. I am just packing up, beginning the packing process to leave for Scotland at the end of May, finally crossing off number 1 on the bucket list. And I don't know how well it's going to work or how well I'm going to be staying up because we got a tight schedule and it's a road trip, so maybe it may end up falling asleep, but I'm going to try like heck to get on the Wi-Fi with my phone and check into the Tuesday night club net on Echolink, although it'll be Wednesday morning for me there, and see how that works. Let me let this drop for a second because I've been yammering for a while. All right, and as far as trivia, I am going to go Alpha and Charlie. And with that, I will turn it back over to you, Josh, or Dustin. This is KA8LYJ. Sorry, I checked in with Josh, and I ended up calling him instead of you. K8EPC, this is KA8LYJ. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Bob. We've been called much worse, so we'll forgive you this time around. Hi. We got you on for Alpha and Charlie, and we certainly hope you do check in there. And I'll tell you what, I think Andy's cat's call sign is ME0W. Got licensed somewhere else, so there you go. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. We get you on for Alpha and Charlie, and that's going to bring me to N5SGJ. Don, how you doing?
Hey, Dustin, I thought I'd be passed out by the time you called me. Doing pretty good. Played a lot of disc golf this week. It was heck in that 73-mile-an-hour wind. My answers to trivia, I'm going to go with A because my aunt was saved and her daughter was saved from the Titanic because the friendships knew A, and they did not know SOS. My uncle died because the Americans were slow on the SOS. For the alternate trivia, man, I had not formulated my true answer, so I'm going to go with E, and it's because the Egyptian tribe, Cornwaldobians, had already burnt their lamb when they saved their sons, because they were faithful people.
W8WK.
All right there, Donald. We got you down for Alpha and Echo tonight. Great to hear you out there, and great answer. And did you have anything else for the net tonight?
Nah, my phone's on the charger. I'm about to jump in the blue screen. N5SGJ.
All right there. Come on in the blue screen and have some fun. I will say 73T, this is KDDPC with the Beacon Net. Next on the list, we're going to go talk to Brad, KA0KDW. What's going on in Missouri?
KDDPC in the net. Good evening. I don't know what to do with my time being this far down the list. Decided to lay down, but I was also pacing to the kitchen and back. Gonna have a small cheese pizza, some chicken nuggets, and maybe some green beans with onion flakes. Who knows? We'll see if I decide to eat that part or not. You know, my original answer for Josh's question was going to be MOUSE. Mickey Mouse. Anyhow. But when I heard Andy's cat, you know, people freak out about mice, but we forget that the mice freak out about the cat, so my answer is going to have to be CAT. And I think I'll have to take a pass on Lucy's question. Sorry, her name suddenly blanked on me, so I think I'll have to take a pass on her question. Otherwise, much like everybody else, we had a ton of wind. I made sure not to go outside so this 200-pound feather doesn't float away. So anyhow, otherwise looking forward to some nice weather this weekend and next week, back up in the 70s. And then looking forward to my Saturday activities, brunch with my club, and then down in the evening to another club, to their meeting, where I will be helping with a presentation. KDEPC in the net. We'll catch you all next week. K0KDW.
All right there, Brad. Well, great to hear you out there. We got you down for CAT and pass for the second one. Pleasure, my friend. We'll say 73. Have a great evening. We'll catch you down the log. That's going to bring me over to KB4HVO. Robert, how you doing?
Good evening, KB4HVO. We've had a pretty much blustery day today. I mean, like I said earlier, we had a lot of storms came through. They only lasted a couple of hours and they were gone. But South Carolina had quite a few fires going on for the past week. So hopefully this rainstorm that came through helped knock down some of those fires. And as far as questions goes, I don't know about the first one, but the alternate one, I'm going to go with a D. Back to you.
All right there, Robert. Well, did you want us to, or we got you for pass and D there. Did you have anything else for the net tonight?
No, I don't.
All right, well, glad to have you with us, and stay safe with the storms, and we'll catch you down the log. And we're going to go over to Texas now and talk to Steve, NU5D. How you doing, Steve?
Well, howdy, Dustin. Sir, I got you and Josh crossed at the beginning of the pre-net. Great to be here. Yeah, we had a little wind. Our charbroil grill got blown off the back porch. And we have a couple of ceiling fans on the back porch, and one of them lost a couple of blades. That cat needs a M0 USC, a good British call. For the Titanic Alpha, and kind of interesting, Ash Wednesday, the ashes used to impress on the forehead come from the palm leaves from Palm Sunday the year before. So I believe the right answer on Lucy's would be Bravo. So I'm going to run with Alpha and Bravo. Great net, good questions. 7-3, great to be here. Probably going to watch a little TV with Mama from here, so I won't be completely on top of things. NU5D, like a nickel under $5. 7-3.
All right there, Steve. Well, I hope you're done with the wind. We've had quite the wind here, and I've been kind of waiting to make sure my house isn't going to blow away there. But we got you on for Alpha and Bravo. We appreciate you joining us and enjoy your time there with the missus watching TV. Let's go over to California and see if he's still with his K6 KJV Rev Kev. Are you still there?
Yes, I sure am there, Dustin. Thank you very much for the handoff. This is K6 KJV here in Rolling Springs, California, and hello to you and everybody else on the net. And ain't really got too much to say. I just getting ready to eat some dinner here, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So got my answers: Double D, Delta, and Delta, and God bless 73. And back to you, Dustin, from K6 KJV.
All right there, Kevin. We'll enjoy your dinner. We got you down for double D's as always there. We'll say 73, wave a hand at you and catch you on and down the log. All right, let's go down here and talk to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing?
All right, KC8FQV. On the main trivia, I'm going to say Alpha. And on the other one, I don't know. But on the main one, I'm going to say Alpha. So, not a lot else here happening. Well, I'm going to just say Panto thing in Scottsville. I don't know. Well, I'll just say Charlie, I think. Yeah, done all my nets today. My polka time. It was a pretty nice day out here today, up 58 degrees. So, can't complain about that. So, yeah, you just have to remember when this day comes. Yeah, matter of fact, Andrew was saying Papoose. Yeah, we go down there. Never can tell. We could be down there a couple of times a month. And sometime we might go a month before we get back there. Matter of fact, last week we had chicken and dumplings he had. So I ordered them. We ate them, I don't remember what day it was, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I know I didn't eat them Friday or Saturday because I was busy. Sunday I was busy. And it wasn't Monday because we had leftovers off of them. He gives a good serving there. So, no, not much else here happening. So, what we'll do, now we're going to look at this thing and see what choices were, what the C was. Yeah, I'm going to say C. So, I'll say C. So, let's send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. We got you on for Alpha and Charlie. We'll say 73 to you. Now, thanks again for stopping by. Well, let's go over here and Fred now, K8QFT. What's going on in the north end of town?
Well, it's getting chilly on this side of town. On the trivia, I'm going to say Alpha, then Charlie. Purely speculative. Other than that, how about them Cavaliers? We might have a championship team there. I had a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock this morning, had to get up at 8, but the wind was nice to wake me up at 6:30. So, and later on, I had to take a friend to the emergency room. I don't know what's going on, but it's like It was almost standing room only. Something's going on as far as illness around here. The KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie there, and hopefully everything is well, and we'll say 73 to you. Let's go over here and try the new ham, KJ5KKD. Dave, how you doing? All right, I don't think we got any response from earlier, so we're not going to call him a second time. If you want to check back in, Dave, feel free to. That brings me to the bottom of the list as we stand. This is KDEDPC with the BeaconNet. I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
KE9CQD, Kilo Echo 9, Charlie, Quebec Delta, Tim in Valparaiso, Indiana.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K, Phil and Canal Fulton. Hello, Dustin.
All right, I picked up KE9CQD Tim, and I picked up my good friend Phil, WV3K. Let's start here at the top, KE9CQD Tim. Good evening, how you doing?
Doing well over here. Thanks, Dustin. Enjoying the next night. Always appreciate hearing you guys out there. I'm just enjoying sitting around and having a drink, watching a little TV, chilling out after putting the kiddos to bed tonight, and taking it easy listening to you guys on the net here. So good company I'm in. Yeah, so it's going well here. Thanks, Dustin. I'll turn it.
All right there, Tim. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And before you go, did you happen to hear our trivia questions? And if not, would you like us to reread them for you?
Oh, absolutely. I totally spaced the trivia questions. I did hear them and took note of my answers. For main trivia tonight, I am going to go with Delta. Really not sure on that one, but I'm going to go with Delta. The alternate trivia, I don't know. I feel a little more comfortable with. We'll see. I'm going to go with Bravo with the alternate trivia. So Delta and Bravo.
All right, very good there, Tim. We got you down for Delta and Bravo. Thanks again for coming and checking us out here on the BeaconNet. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 for early check-ins. So we'll say 73T for now, and that's going to bring me over to Canal Fulton. Let's go talk to Phil. WV3K, how you doing, Phil?
KD8EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Hello, Dustin. I'm doing okay. Getting ready for bedtime. Not going to be staying up to continue on with listening to the net or anything. I just turned on the radio. So knowing what the questions are, I have really no idea. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoys themselves and enjoys each other in fellowship with the net. You sounded real good tonight. We had some really hard winds here, and it is getting colder again, and it's really dragging on my stamina. So anyway, I'm gonna turn in and let you carry on with the net. It's good to hear your voice. You sound really good tonight, Dustin, and I hope everything's going well. I give little Lucy a little scratch behind the ears and a kiss on the nosy from Uncle Phil, and anyway, happy belated birthday to little wee Betty. I think that was yesterday or day before. I just hope she had a wonderful birthday, and Josh and Lucy what am I saying, Betty, little Betty, rather. I hope Lucy and Josh are doing well. So there I am. I'm tired, too. So anyway, back to you, Dustin. Thank you very much for conducting the net. Nice job for whatever little bit I've heard you've always been good. KD8 EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back over to net control. Take care, Dustin, and God bless and love to all.
All right there, Phil. Well, wonderful to hear you, my friend, as always. And you have yourself a great evening. And we'll give you a call tomorrow or the next day, and we'll catch up as usual. We're going to say 73 to you. Phil's the bottom of the list. This is KD8 EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Might be an early one here. Boy. Let's go up here to the top, talk to the net control team. I don't know if he's still there or not, but QKO, Nick at Night, are you there?
Radio check, radio check. Radio check.
Jason looking for a radio check. Stand by. We're right in the middle of a net. We'll get to you here in just a few minutes. Stand by. We're in the middle of a net. This is KD8 EPC. Once again, I'm looking for KD8QKO. Nick at Night, are you there?
KD8QKO. Hello, Dustin. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, she caught me while I was giving the chickens food and water. Had to run back to the yard so I moved through here, but I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. Anyway, I put my answers in the blue screen, and yeah, it's all going on. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm a little out of breath, so it's all that's right to you. KD8QKO.
All right there, Nick. We got you down for Alpha and Delta, and we'll say 73. Take care, my friend, and catch your breath. Let's go back up here and try Just Nick, KD8 SLG. Are you out there, Just Nick?
KD8 EPC, this is KD8 SLG. Hey, Dustin. Sorry I missed y'all earlier tonight, but we had a couple of power outages this afternoon, and everything came back on, but the nodes weren't linked to anything. Just realized a little while ago, and reconnected. Put me down for Delta and Delta tonight. It's good hearing you, man. Sorry I missed most of the show. 7-3 all y'all. KD8 SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. We got you down for double D's, and it's great to hear you. Better late than never, my friend. So we'll say 73. Take care of yourself and melt some ice for us. Let's see. Let's go over here real quick to Miss Lucy, KYUK. You want to give us your answer for the main trivia?
KD8 EPC, KD8YUK. Thanks, Josh covered it. I'm going to go with Delta XX. Back to you.
All right, we got you down for Delta. Let's go up to W8HRF, our master of main trivia for the evening and pre-show there. W8HRF, Josh, give us your comments and give us the main trivia answer.
KD8 EPC, W8HRF. All right, Dustin. Thanks for doing the big show tonight. I don't really have too many comments. Work went pretty good today. I was mostly working on a single Excel document all day, but I was pretty focused, which was nice. It took me a little bit, but what else was going on? Car problems. I'm so sick and tired of car problems. One of these days, goodness gracious. Anyways, we'll figure that one out. The Ford is acting up, but we'll figure it out. It was nice yesterday getting outside. I left work about a half hour early and We ate dinner out on the front porch because it was 60-some degrees, which is awesome. Went on a walk, and yeah, that was awesome. It was great. Anyways, besides that, for those who haven't heard, I guess not many people would have heard yet, we're going to be doing, Sarah's going to be doing a POTA event on May 31st, Saturday, May 31st. So mark that on your calendar. The weekend after, what is that, Memorial Day. And it's also going to be a multi-club POTA event, so if you're a member of other clubs who would be interested in activating their own POTA park, they're invited to do so. That would be awesome. We're going to see if we can do some fun coordinating, working together to do some fun things, maybe some satellite contacts, or there's all kinds of fun stuff we could do. So you can find more information on the Sarah Club website. If you go to on the menu activities and then scroll down to the 2025 Northeast Ohio POTA activation webpage. So should be fun. Anyways, I'm going to let this drop and read main trivia. All right, tonight's main trivia question was, before SOS became the standard distress call, what letters did the Marconi Company use as a distress signal starting in 1904? Your options, the first option was CQD. The second option was NC, November Charlie. Your third option was QRX, Quebec Romeo X-ray. Your fourth option was XX, X-ray X-ray. The option that was correct was Alpha, CQD. So before SOS, the distress signal used in maritime communication was CQD, and it was introduced in 1904 by Marconi's Wireless Company. It derived from CQ, a general call to all stations, and D for distress. So while widely used by British operators, other nations had different signals. Americans used November Charlie, NC, and Germans used SOE, Sierra Oscar X-ray, not X-ray, Echo. In 1906, at the Second International Radio Telegraphic Conference in Berlin, SOS was proposed as a more effective distress call due to its simple, unmistakable Morse code pattern. Dit-dit-dit, da-da-da, dit-dit-dit. Let me let this drop. Someone alluded to this earlier in the net. It was officially adopted in 1908 by all the conference members except the United States, though CQD did remain in use for a time. The U.S. lagged in adopting the new signal, though even though that was the case, the first SOS was actually transmitted from an American vessel, the Arapaho, in 1909, so its propeller had snapped. Oops. The U.S. eventually adopted SOS after the Titanic sank. So, notably, the Titanic used both CQD and SOS. So, anyways, that's the story there. The answer was Alpha CQD. Back to you, Dustin. 7-3 all, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Really appreciate you doing everything you did tonight, and we'll look forward to the next one. Let's go down here to Miss Lucy KYUK for alternate trivia there. Take it away there, Miss Lucy.
Yeah, man, what a day. Anytime the sun would come out, I really thought it would stay, and it did not. We got some pounding rain sporadically through the day, but it gave us a chance to work a little bit inside, and then we went over to visit my grandparents. They've been coming over to my family's house on Wednesdays, which has been really nice. They're a little bit more than 20 minutes away from me at this point, so convincing myself to go out there has been harder than it should be, but having them at my parents' house has been much more local, and gets them out of the house and changes their scenery and changes Betty's scenery. Not that she needs it. She already gets a lot of changes of scenery, but it's really good to see them see their great-granddaughter, and they talk about a great-grandson that's going to show up in June. So it's been a really positive experience. Then we came home late, and Betty took a nap while I said my prayers outside in the sun before the rain again just came out of nowhere and soaked everything. And we did the dishes together when she woke up. And we went to church this evening, got our ashes, and came back home and managed to get some food in Betty before she crashed, and now we're on the net. So, yeah, pretty easygoing day, all told. But I really can't wait for this throat thing to roll over. It's not as bad as it was a couple months ago, but it definitely isn't fun. All right, I'm going to let it drop and read off all trivia. KE8YUK returning. I'm trying to remember to hold the mic at the right spot. All right, during Ash Wednesday, many Christians attend a service of some kind to get a cross of ash on their forehead. What historical practice does it not mimic? A, the donning of sackcloth and ashes for mourning. B, the use of ashes during last rites for a dying person. C, the sprinkling of ashes on the head of a person with a public penance after confession. Or D, the use of ashes from sacrificial altar fires to mark holy objects or people. The answer is D, Delta. The history of wearing sackcloth and ashes for mourning and repentance has a long history through most of the Old Testament and even the New Testament. In the Middle Ages, at least by the time of the 8th century, about to die were laid on the ground on top of sackcloth, sprinkled with ashes, and reminded of their mortality. In the Christian church, those with a public penance did have ashes sprinkled on their heads by the priest. The final option about ashes from sacrificial altar fires, I completely made up. It could be argued to have some truth in it, as there's a theme of using blood or oil to mark holy things or people in the Bible, but I won't get into debate here. It's just trivia. If you're celebrating Lent, may it be fruitful for you. That's it for Alt Trivia. God bless everybody. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much, Miss Lucy, for another wonderful alternate trivia. We really do appreciate it there. This is KDDPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for some more check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. This is the final call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
Third party check-in.
Well, I hear a third party check-in. Whose call sign is checking in third party there?
Hey, Jay, my friend Chris wants to check into the net.
Well, go ahead with your third party traffic.
Just want to say hello to the Beacon Net from Waco, Texas, and y'all have a good one.
Well, welcome to the Beacon Net. We appreciate you stopping by there and giving us a little third-party traffic. And get your license and come back and visit us. We'd love to hear you again, or even third-party, we'd love to hear you again. So we'll say 73 to you. That brings me to the bottom of the list, and we're going to make one more call. This is the final call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
KD8 LLC, Chesaland, Ohio.
KD8 LLC, go ahead.
Yeah, name's Robert. Just wanted to call and say hello to everybody, and that's about it.
All right there, Robert. Well, good to hear you out there. And, yeah, I recognize you from earlier. I had you in and out on the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. So thanks for stopping by, 73, and have a great night. We're at the bottom of the list. This is the final call for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, nothing else heard. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net. That's Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 4496 and Echolink WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the WKY repeater. Don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker net every day at noon Central Time. That's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They switch net controls at the top of the hour and welcome rechecks, and it's a great net, so check it out if you can. With that, this is KD8EPC returning the repeaters for normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
Dustin. Thanks for running the net. DJ.
Seven three, Dustin. Thanks for running the net.
N5SGJ monitoring.
W8WKY.
KF8AXO, Kilo, Foxtrot, 8, Alpha, X-Ray, Oscar.
KF8AXO, KA8LYJ, how you doing tonight?
Very well, thanks, my friend. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Try not to get whiplash from the weather. Going from the 60s to they're threatening snow overnight. That's a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, right. I agree. It's cold here in Gary Township, but I don't know if it's that cold or not. The wind's calmed down and the rain has finally stopped, so I guess it could snow.
Yeah, it's what the forecast said. Sometime around after midnight, we could get some snow, and then they're looking for the Akron area to get around 2 inches of it the next day.
W8WKY.
Well, I'm not looking forward to that. The nice thing about this time of year is it's liable not to stay very long, so that'll be okay.
It's like winter keeps slamming the door and then barging back in saying, and another thing.
Yeah, that's one thing. It seems like when spring is over, it's over. When summer's over, it's gone. When winter's here, it just does not want to let go, and it's hard.
Yeah, no, when you're looking forward to fall, summer has an annoying habit of keeping coming back and driving you back into the 80s, just when you're getting ready for some 60s, you know what I mean?
And see, I understand the need for the change in season, but I think I would be okay with spring, and then summer, and then a fall, and let it be cooler for 6 months, and rain here and there. I mean, I don't want to see no place flooded out or anything, but a little bit of rain, but okay. And then when it's time for it to bring around, let's roll back into summer. Just do away with winter altogether.
Yeah, I think maybe I could get behind that.
With the work that I do, bring a truck in. Now let's say it's covered in snow. I make off a 4-foot-long blower, and I blow most of it off. I prep it, and by the time I come in tomorrow, it's warm and it's dry. And it could take days for me to finish that truck. So it's not like I'm outside a lot, but going to and from, I don't like it. I just can't take it anymore.
Yeah, sorry about that. I lost my internet, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. Looks like a power strip switch got flipped. Had to trace cables. It's amazing how much of a knot you can get in just a short time, and it seems to do it all by itself.
Get back.
you broke up there. Didn't quite catch that.
Well, I must have been going or something. I didn't catch anything you said.
Well, the funny part is that's what I said to you. You kind of broke up there, and I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, I'm not sure whose end it is, but boy, the static is so bad. I ain't getting anything you're saying at all.
Okay, well, I'm still on my base station with my 20-foot stick. You were breaking up as you were going through there. I think you got into a hole or something. You came back strong now. I caught all of that.
Yeah, your audio there was good. There's still a little bit of static across the bottom of it, but I'm coming up on all these power lines and stuff right here just about where the Football Hall of Fame is.
Yeah, you're making it fine now.
Yeah, even as a kid, I care for the cold. And it seems like as I get older, I care so much less for it. I just don't like it at all. It's hard for me. I've got a thyroid disorder, and the cold, when I get cold, it's from the inside out, and it could literally take days for me to recover. KF8AXO to identify.
And this is K8LYJ. I'm in a similar situation. I've got scleroderma. It made me completely intolerant to the cold. So, I used to kind of like winter. Not when it got into the single digits or, below zero, but, high teens, 20s. It was, I used to kind of like it. And, I'm not that guy anymore.
No, neither am I. And it's like I said, I don't have to be out in it as much anymore as I used to. But it's so bad that if I say I was working on day shift and I need to stop at the store on the way home, if I pulled in the driveway and I forgot, I will not go back out. It'll just wait till tomorrow. I'll suffer with it.
Yep, I know that sentiment very well.
Are you working tonight?
Yeah, trying to get ahead on the work. XYL's got a couple of appointments over the next couple days. It's going to take me away from the desk, so trying to get a little ahead so that I don't get behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. That's the way I like to do things. Stay ahead of it, and I'm always ready. So I come in and not have to run.
Well, it's driving me nuts. I cannot understand why this power strip has no power.
Well, that's not a good thing. I'd be finding that.
Well, the bummer is the strip that's out is the one the Wi-Fi router is plugged into. So this is ungood.
Yeah, you need that one, that's for sure. I took a power supply into the shop and hooked up one of my radios at the shop and come back in, and it worked for a little over a week, and it was plugged into a power strip. Come in one day, I turned it on, and it went right back out, but the power light just faded away, and it was gone. And I panicked, right? Took it home, and I was talking to Mike on the radio, and he said, I'll come up and look at it. So he comes up and looks at it, we plug it in, and it works just perfectly. I don't think the power strip had enough power to go on to, and it's only, I think it's a 28 power supply, but it must not have had enough with everything else plugged into it.
Well, I'm surprised my electrician father's ghost is not haunting me, because these days you just never have enough wall sockets for everything you need to plug in. And I'm not one to keep unplugging things and plugging other things in, because I inevitably pick the wrong thing to unplug. So I've got a whole bunch of power supplies, not power supplies, but power strips daisy chained together. And, I haven't burned the house down yet, but, now I've got this situation where one of them, and it's my newest one, suddenly tonight just winked out.
Well, I agree with you with the wall socket issue there. There's never seems to be enough. I've got where my radio stuff is set up at the house, the computer and the printer and the Wi-Fi and all of it's plugged into that deal. And I worry. It scares me to death that it's going to burn the house down someday.
Well, on the upside, modern electronics draw so little current that your breaker box will take care of that long before anything bad happens.
Well, I sure hope so. This place that I'm at is it'll be 51 years old this year, and it's all electric. And I like all electric, but for whatever reason I worry. I worry about it. So maybe by midsummer I can be on my way to Missouri and be with my family, and I can start over again.
Well, maybe. But yeah, the houses that burn down with power strips, that's when people plug space heaters into them. And that draws so much current on the power strip that it burns up before it has a chance to flip the breaker. But run-of-the-mill electronics, no, they draw so little amperage that the fear of daisy chaining power strips, I think, is a little exaggerated.
Yeah, that sounded funny when you said that, but you're probably right. It's the lunatics that have extension cords plugged into power strips, and then the space heaters are hooked into them and are heating the entire house with them. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, but then you run into a situation like mine. What the heck happened? I'm looking for a built-in breaker on the new power strip that went out, and I'm not finding one. To see if that might be the problem. But yeah, it's one of those new power strips. It's got the USB slots on one side, and it's got a whole bunch of outlets. But it is dead. And that's not good. because I said it knocked out the Wi-Fi router. It didn't really. It knocked out the internet box. Is what it knocked out, along with everything else that was plugged into this thing. So this is a problem.
Well, that's kind of strange that it just went out without any kind of notice or anything. You know, I mean, a light will flicker or something, and then it goes. But that's kind of strange. Yeah, you need to find out what that is and get it going again. Well, I'm just about destinated, so I'll go and I'll be clear here or there, and let you do what you need to do, and let you be on your way, my friend.
All right, well, it's great talking with you again. 73, and you have yourself a fine night. This is KA8LYJ. I will be clear on your vinyl.
Yeah, nice talking to you too, buddy. I hope you find that soon and get it fixed, and everything will be okay there. So, 73s, and have a good night, and I'll talk to you on the next trip. This is KF8AXO. I'll be clear.
8WKY. 8W8WKY.
This is KI5TAQ monitoring.
This is KE9CQD.
Well, good evening there. This is KI5TAQ. How are you doing tonight?
Hey there, KI5TAQ. I am tonight, just enjoying some time hanging out listening to Alice's Attic on the radio, Alice Cooper's radio show, and getting a little bit of work done. That's about it. How about you? How are you doing over there? KE9CQD.
I'm doing all right. I just now got out of work, on the way home, here in the Tulsa Metroplex.
That's great. Sorry, I had a little bit of cut up there. Where'd you say you're at?
I happen to live here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma Metroplex.
Oh, that's awesome there, Oklahoma. I was out there a bit this summer, driving through and stopped. I had some friends out there that lived in Norman, Oklahoma. I am over in Valparaiso, Indiana, about 45 miles west or east of Chicago, on the a little bit across the.
Okay, I think I know where Valparaiso is. That's like west of Plymouth, Indiana. And I know of a ham operator there in Plymouth.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know Plymouth well. I have friends and family who've been over there throughout the years. That's awesome. I have not made a contact with anyone over in Plymouth yet, but I will have to keep the old ears open for that. Actually, if I could I get your call sign one more time? Sorry, keeping a log here. I'm a newer ham, so just keeping track of my contacts so far.
Okay. Well, my handle here is Tim, Tango India Mike. My call sign is KI5TAQ. That's Kilo India 5 Tango Alpha Quebec.
Wonderful. That's great. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Always fun talking to people throughout the country and making those random connections throughout the country here, and connecting with someone like you in Oklahoma. That's pretty great. Anyway, yeah. Turn it back over to you, KE9CQB.
Well, the person I know out there in Plymouth happens to be like a cousin to me. His name is Wayne Zahner. His call sign is Whiskey. I'm trying to think of it very closely, but it is K9WZ. That'd be Kilo 9 Whiskey Zulu, and he lives out there in Plymouth.
Well, that's awesome. That's good to know. I'll have to keep an ear out for him. I know when there's the different group meetings and club meetings and hamfests and stuff up here, a lot of people from around a lot of northern Indiana come out, and central Indiana come out for it all. So I'll have to keep an ear out for him and see if I catch him out at one of the local hamfests or catch him on the airwaves here on a local repeater.
Yeah, I think there's a repeater or two around Plymouth. One of them is actually Wayne's repeater, and he's got like an Echolink system or an Allstar system hooked up to it. And once in a while, I may decide to check in with him and let him know I'm still around. And yeah, I've had my call sign for at least since 2021, this one. But I've been a ham operator since 95, 96. So, and of course, what happened to my old call sign was I let it lapse. So that was an oops. And that's how I got the current call sign right now, because I decided to renew the call sign or renew my license the one way, and once I got done taking the test, that's what got my license renewed.
W8WKY.
Oh, well, that's great. You ended up getting it renewed there. Yeah, I've been reminded or given the recommendation to keep that in mind or set a reminder, because it seems like with that 10-year frame, it's an easy thing to forget about and let go. I was actually a part of a net the other night where one of the discussions was about letting your license lapse, and I don't think there was I would think I was the
Yeah, like I said, I accidentally let mine lapse. I think part of it was due to financial things going on. But since then, after getting the current call sign, I'm just enjoying ham radio like there's no tomorrow. And lately, I got thanks to another ham friend that I know on the job, he got my wife and I involved in GMRS radio, and that's another fun one to get into.
8W8WKY.